Starting sewing is exciting, but let's be honest, it can also feel overwhelming. There are so many tools out there. How do you know what you really need and what is just extra? Hi, I'm Mireille Pegu, founder of So Smart, and I remember my first time shop for sewing tools. It was a disaster. I walked into the store and I was in heaven, but also completely lost. Hundreds of gadgets, shiny tools, and no idea which one were actually useful. And because I love beautiful things and fancy gadgets, I bought everything that looked essential, only to realize later I did not even need half of it. So today, I am saving you from that mistake. I will show you the only 5 tools you truly need to start sewing smart. If you are ready to sew smart, not just shop smart, hit the like button and let's dive in. Why choosing the right sewing tools matters. As a beginner, walking into a sewing store or shopping online can feel like walking into a jungle. There are so many tools, many of them look important, and you just do not want to miss something. Because of my personality, I love beautiful, high-quality things. I bought way too much, and guess what? I did not use most of it, and I even had to make extra space I did not have to store tools I did not need. It was a classic case of buying problems. Have you ever bought sewing tools you never end up using? Be honest, tell me in the comment below. 5 must-have sewing tools. Now, let's get into what you really need in your sewing kit as beginner. There are 5 tools I believe every beginner should start with. Nothing fancy, just practical, reliable, and essential for your day-to-day sewing. Let's start with tool number 1, sharp fabric scissors. Your fabric deserves clean, crisp cut. Using regular office scissors on fabric is a big mistake. They don't cut smoothly and they actually damage your fabrics over time. So invest in a good pair of fabric scissors, and here is the golden rule: never ever use them on paper. Never. I recommend you label them clearly with something like fabric only, so no one accidentally grab them for something else. The brand I personally love and use the most is Kai. They are super sharp, durable, and honestly a dream to use. It's a little high price, but it's worth every cent. If you are a beginner, I recommend Fiskars. Easy to start with, budget-friendly, and still sharp. If you do not have a sharp fabric scissors, your fabric edge will fray and the cutting accurately become a nightmare. So this one, sharp fabric scissors, is non-negotiable. Tools number 2, measuring tape and seam gauge. Sewing is all about precision, so a soft measuring tape is an absolute must. It helps you take your body measurement, check your fabric size, and measure your pattern pieces. Along with that, I always recommend a seam gauge. These small but mighty tools help you get even hems and consistent seam allowances. I use the Clover Prym brand for both. It is a beginner-friendly, accurate, and available in most sewing shops across the world. If you are sewing without measuring properly, things will not fit, plain and simple. So these tools help you build precision and confidence from the start. Tools number 3, thread pins and pin cushion. Pins are essential for holding your fabric pieces together before you sew. Trust me, if you don't pin, sewing gets messy. Just like cooking without preparing your ingredients. Go for thin pins because they will not leave visible holes in your fabric. And for organizing them, a magnetic pin cushion is a lifesaver. I love mine. It makes cleanup fast and easy, especially when pins end up everywhere. If you skip these tools, your fabric can slide around as you sew, making seams cracked and frustrating to fix. Tools number 4, sewing needles and thread. Even if you are using a sewing machine, you still need hand sewing needles for small but important jobs like adding finished touches, closing seams, and sewing button back on. When it comes to hand sewing needles, my go-to brand is Bohem. There are other great options like Clover, but I have been using Bohem needles for years and I love their quality and feel. For sewing machine needles, keep it simple. Start with universal sewing machine needle size 80-12. This size is perfect for most beginner sewing projects, for lightweight cotton to medium fabrics. I personally trust Schmetz and Bernina brands. They are strong, reliable, and ideal for sewing with confidence. Now, let's talk about sewing thread. Choose a good quality all-purpose polyester thread to avoid problems like thread breakage and skip stitches. Brands like Amal Group or Gütermann are excellent, smooth, durable, and perfect for all kinds of fabrics. If you are just getting started, you only need 3 essential thread colors: black, white, and gray. These neutral colors blend easily with most fabric pattern and color, saving you money while keeping your projects looking polished. Quick so smart tip: without strong needles and quality thread, finishing garments or fixing little sewing mistakes can get frustrating fast. Invest in good tools now. It's a small step that makes a big difference on your sewing journey. Make sure you have these sewing essentials ready in your kit before you start your next project. Tool number 5, a basic seam ripper. My best friend and my worst enemy. A seam ripper is that one tool you might not want to use, but you will be so glad you have it when you need it. We all make mistakes, especially in the beginning. This is a tiny tool that helps you undo stitches cleanly and safely without ripping your fabrics apart. I highly recommend choosing one with the red safety ball on the tip. It protects your fabric while you work. Brands like Bernina, Kai, and Fiskars are amazing options and widely available. Without a seam ripper, you will either have to live with mistakes or worse, damage your fabric trying to fix them. And there you have it. These are my 5 must-have sewing tools: sharp fabric scissors, measuring tape, seam gauge, pin cushion, sewing needles, thread, and a seam ripper. If you're on a tight budget, just start with these 5. Trust me, they will take you far. So tell me in the comment which of these tools do you already have in your sewing kit, or which one are you excited to go get? What not to waste money on? Now that you know what to get, let me save you some extra frustration by sharing what not to waste money on, especially as a beginner sewing. When I first started, I made the classic mistake of buying the most sewing expensive tools I could find. Fancy gadgets, checked. Trendy accessories, double check. And honestly, I barely used any of them. That brings us to mistake number 1, buying fancy expensive sewing tools too soon. You don't need to invest in top-tier tools before you ever know how to use the basics. Start simple, understand the fundamentals, then upgrade when you are ready. Mistake number 2, buying cheap, low-quality sewing tools. On the flip side, don't fall into those bargain kits that promise hundreds of tools for $10. You will get dull scissors, breaking needles, and thread that tangles and snaps. It will slow you down and frustrate you, and you will end up replacing them anyway. So what is to fix? Choose quality tools from trusted brands: Kai, Fiskars, Clover, Mettler, and Gütermann. Mistake number 3, buying too many sewing tools at once. You don't need 50 tools to get started. Buying too much just leads to clutter and confusion and takes the joy out of sewing. Keep it simple and buy the toolkit slowly as your skill grow. Sewing mistake number 4, not knowing what each sewing tool is for. If you don't understand what a tool does, chances are you will not use it, or you will use it incorrectly. So make a point to learn one tool at a time. Watch tutorials like this one or download guides that explain everything clearly. Mistake number 5, using fabric scissors on paper. This one hurt my heart. Never ever use your precious fabric scissors to cut pattern or paper. It would damage your blades. Use separate paper scissors and label them if you need to. Let me know in the comment if you have made any of these mistakes. I promise you are not alone. So smart bonus tip. Before we wrap up, here my golden advice. Keep your toolkit small but strong. Focus on quality, not quantity. Focus on understanding your tools, not collecting them. And most importantly, focus on practice over perfection. Start with less, grow with confidence. You did it. Now you know exactly what tools you need to start sewing. And just as importantly, what to skip, no fluff, no wasted money, just essential to support you every project. To make it even easier, I have put together a free beginner sewing tools checklist you can grab inside my Sew Ready coaching program in the link description below. And remember, at Sew Smart, we make sewing simple.